Hey guys, EliteFerrex here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing the Maono AU HD300T microphone. That's actually the microphone I'm using right now while I'm recording. We're going to see how it stands up against my current microphone, which is this one, the TONOR TC-777 microphone, which is the one I've used for a little while now. And we're just going to do a few tests to see how they stack up. So let's get it started. So recently, I received an email from someone at Maono who reached out to me and said, "Hey EliteFerrex, we've seen your YouTube channel and you seem to do some cool tutorials. We noticed you're using a microphone there, and so we'd like you to test ours out. We're gonna have you go ahead and get one, leave us a review, and then after you make some review videos and leave a review for us on Amazon, we'll reimburse you for it and give it to you for free." So just saying that up front. So I figured, what the heck, I'm always looking for a way to improve my audio quality, and so I figured, let's give it a test run. So I came up with 3 tests that we're going to use to try and test the microphones against one another and see which one I like better. So let's get started. First, let's check out the box. So on first opening up the box, right away you can see some of the most important contents here. Right away, right at the front, we've got the microphone itself, which comes inside a little bag. And looking at it, you can see there's a big on-off switch with an LED that lights up when you turn it on. There is a volume up and down button on the side, and right here on the back is the connection for a headphone jack, the USB connection to computer, and the XLR connection, which is this cable right here that we would use to connect to a video camera or another more professional audio station. Then here we've got the mounting rod for the pop filter, which fits right on top, the mounting stick which goes into the base to hold it up. Underneath in the second layer there, we have the rest of the components. Here's the USB cable that we use to connect to the computer. Then we've also got the mounting bracket here that we slip the microphone into, and this just screws right onto the top. Inside the bag here, we've got the pop filter, nice and soft. And at the very bottom, we've got the base that holds it up, and it's a good, fairly heavy base made of metal, so it'll actually sit nice and heavy and won't wiggle around too much. So putting it together is really easy. We just take the stand, go ahead and screw it right into the bottom of the base first, and that makes the base of it ready. Then on top of that, we've got the holder for the microphone itself. That also just screws right on top of the second piece, and there's a little plastic, like a washer, that screws into the bottom of the metal in the bracket itself that allows you to freely rotate it further, allowing you to reposition it as needed without having to unscrew it later. If you try to go the other direction, it will actually loosen, but as long as you tighten it in the tightening direction, it'll stay on there but still remain flexible. Not bad. Then just bend it into the shape that we need, and we're good to go. Next, we're going to take the microphone itself, and we're just going to get it right inside the 2 rubber nets there that hold it into place. I slid mine down far enough so that the on-off switch would be easily accessible in between the areas of the frame there, and that seemed to work okay. On the back, we've got our connection. I'm just going to be setting it up on the computer, so I'm just going to plug the USB-C right in there, and the other end will go in the computer. Then we're going to assemble the pop filter by taking the rod and just screwing it into the little bracket on the back of it there. And it just tightens up a little bit. Mine actually tightened just slightly further than it needed to, so I backed it off just a little bit when I was done, and then it's ready to go and install onto the stand. For installing it there, I just put it through the first hole, unscrewed this little gold clip at the top, which exposes a second hole, allowing you to slide it down in there. And you'll notice it's adjustable back and forth, so you can get it exactly where you want it. Once you're finished, just go ahead and screw down the golden cap, and it's locked into place. And our microphone is ready to go. So let's test it out. So to make a fair comparison, we'll be putting these microphones through a series of 3 different tests. The first test will place the microphones both right on the desk in front of me from an equal distance away, and we'll compare the volume and the quality of the voice recording received. During the second test, I'll be checking for background noise. So I'll be moving around this jar of 6-lits right behind me while I've got the microphones over here on the desk. For the last test, I'll conduct audio pickup at 3 different ranges. The first, immediately in front of the microphone. The second, at a normal sitting distance of about 2 feet away. And finally, at a long, relaxed recording distance of about 4 feet away. Okay, here we go with the first test. This is the first recording of the TONOR TC-777 microphone. Okay, and now we've switched over to the Maono AU HD microphone, so let's test that next. This is the first test using the Maono AU HD300T microphone. Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to those side by side. This is the first recording of the TONOR TC-777 microphone. This is the first test using the Maono AU HD300T microphone. So first impression, right away, clearly the Maono microphone has much better background noise canceling and also picks up a lot more of the richer bass tones of the voice that I seem to lose out on with the TONOR TC-777. So let's try the second test. This is the background noise test for the TONOR TC-777 microphone. Okay, and let's switch over to the Maono microphone. This is the second background noise test for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. Okay, let's give those a listen. This is the background noise test for the TONOR TC-777 microphone. This is the second background noise test for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. So again, with the 6-lid jar background noise test, we see a noticeable difference in the volume of the background noise and again with the richness of the bass in the voice. And if you look at the sound recording waves in Audacity, you can actually see just how much quieter the background noise is. During the times of silence with the Maono microphone, the noise level is a flat line, there's nothing. Whereas with the TC, although the overall volume of the recording was louder, there's also a louder pickup of the background noise. So far, this Maono microphone is looking pretty sweet. Let's try the third test. Okay, let's try the third test with both microphones. This is the third up-close test with the TONOR TC-777 microphone. This is the normal distance test for the TONOR TC-777 microphone. This is the long distance test for the TONOR TC-777 microphone. Okay, now we've switched back over to the Maono. Let's try out that one. This is the distance test up close for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. This is the normal distance test for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. This is the distance test for the Maono AU HD300T. Okay, let's give those a listen. This is the third up-close test with the TONOR TC-777 microphone. This is the normal distance test for the TONOR TC-777 microphone. This is the long distance test for the TONOR TC-777 microphone. Okay, so I do notice right away that as I move further away, the TONOR microphone does seem to hollow out a little bit, but I know it's not meant necessarily for long-range pickup. I was just curious how it would stack up. Now let's try the Maono. This is the distance test up close for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. This is the normal distance test for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. This is the distance test for the Maono AU HD300T microphone. Okay, so we definitely have a clear difference there between these two. So the TONOR mic does seem to have a better pickup a little bit at longer range, and the sweet spot kind of seems to be maybe around here, about like roughly maybe 1.5 to 2 feet away from that TONOR microphone. But I do still notice it doesn't quite pick up as much bass in the voice as I would like. Conversely, here with the Maono microphone, from further away, the volume seems to drop off very quickly, but up close, it gives a really great quality sound, and you can hear the bass notes of the voice really well. So it kind of seems like in terms of distance usage, they will fill a little bit of a different role for you. But overall, in terms of background noise reduction and the quality of the voice that you get, I think I'm going to have to call the Maono the winner here. Okay, so that's it for our microphone test for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching. And by the way, if you've been paying attention to the background of this video, you might have been hearing some new music that's not yet released. Hey, thanks for watching, guys, for my review of the Maono AU HD300T microphone. And also a shout out thank you to Maono for giving me the opportunity to review your product. I would be more than happy to review some of your guys' products in the future. In the meantime, guys, thanks for keeping up with my content, and look forward to some new music soon. Catch y'all later.